everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I haven't made a video in a minute, but it's fine. Today I'm bringing you guys another part of my pet friendly places series. So me and my two best friends just came back from Florida, and we actually went to a place I've been once before when I was a kid. My uncle used to live down there, but I didn't really remember. We never really explored it or anything. So we went to Cape Coral, Florida. That's where we stayed, but we also ventured into Fort Myers Beach, which is like 40 minutes from Cape Coral. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things we did. We brought Mako along with us, and so we had to do everything pet friendly. And yeah, so I just wanted to share some of those pet friendly things with you guys. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to mention was the place that we stayed. So we did stay in an Airbnb, which I love Airbnbs for bringing pets along. For a couple reasons. So I don't ever leave Mako, but if I was to leave Mako, I would feel more comfortable leaving him in a home rather than like a small hotel room that a lot of people have access to, possibly. So it just makes me feel better being in a house. Also, it's just nicer, you know, you have more space. It was me and two of my friends and Mako, and so we thought about staying in a hotel, but Airbnbs just tend to work out better, especially when you have more people and a dog. Normally with a hotel, you have one room and maybe like two beds that you're sharing. And so with this house, we were able to each have a bedroom. We had our own separate space. Mako wasn't on top of everybody. So I really like staying in an Airbnb. If you want, you can check out my link below, and I think you get, you know, so much money off your first stay if you use a friend's link. So I'll just leave that in the description if you are interested. So we weren't really planning on doing anything like crazy while we were there. So obviously we were traveling like in the middle of a pandemic. We were kind of hoping that it wouldn't be too bad, and it wasn't. It was fine. But doing so, we were kind of limited on the things that we were going to do, which we didn't want to do much anyway. We really just wanted to get away from here, right? So we're all stuck in the house, and we just wanted to kind of escape for a few days. So we were kind of limited with what to do, but we did find something really, really cool. So I looked up, I was actually just looking on Bring Fido, which is an amazing app. If you don't have it, you should check it out. I will also leave that in the description below because I love that app. You literally can just like type in the place that you're going to, and you can choose like hotels or like places to eat, restaurants, activities to do, and it will give you like a list of all the things in that city that you're staying that are pet friendly. So as I was doing that, a place popped up called Beach Buddy Tours, and this is a private boat tour with an amazing captain, and they are pet friendly. So I was super excited about this. It was a little pricey, but split between the three of us, it was not bad, and it was so much fun. So we went with Beach Buddy Tours, and we got there that morning. We did the 4-hour tour. So he had a couple options. I think it was like a 2, a 4, and a 6 hour. We decided to go right in the middle and do a 4-hour trip. And we actually chose the morning, so it was from 8 to 12. And y'all, it was so much fun. We got there, and he welcomed us onto his boat, and he was so sweet with Mako. He even had like a little spot for him to curl up. He had like a quilt down for him and kept offering him water, which of course I'm a crazy dog mom, so like I already had water and everything for him packed. But super nice captain. It's like a husband and wife team, so the husband is the captain of the boat and the wife is the one who like plans all of the reservations. So she was actually the one that I talked to on the phone, and just amazing people. And so that was just really cool. I was actually so nervous that Mako was gonna like try to jump off the boat or something, but he was fine. I had him on a leash for a while, and eventually the captain was like, "You can let him off the leash," and I was like, okay. And he was perfectly fine. He loved it. He did not so much like getting out into the water, which we did get to do, which was a lot of fun for me and for my friends, but not so much for Mako. We are going as a family with our other dogs in September. And so I'm hoping that with him seeing the other dogs like playing in the water, he'll kind of want to do it. I was literally having to pick him up and put him in the ocean with me. So he did wear a life vest. I will link that down below as well. I'll put a picture right here of him because he looked super cute in his life vest. But that was just like from Amazon, and since I named him Mako after a shark, I figured what better than to get a shark life jacket for him. So 10 out of 10. I highly recommend Beachbody Tours if you're ever in Cape Coral, Florida. So fun, even if you don't have a dog. One thing that was amazing that I really enjoyed was that the captain took pictures of us and of everything that we saw, and then he sent them to us in like a Dropbox, which was amazing. I did not have to take pictures of anything because he was doing it for me. And I know a lot of the times when I go places, this is for me personally, but I'm sure it's the same with a lot of other people, I'm constantly taking pictures. Like, I want to remember all of it, so I'm taking all these pictures and I'm not really enjoying the moment. And so it was so nice to have him be able to take pictures. He even got video of the dolphins that we saw. It was just hands down one of the best experiences that I have had, especially like on a boat. I have been on a couple different boat tours, and this one was just top-notch amazing. So I will also put all of the information for that website down below. You guys should definitely check them out if you are in Cape Coral. All right, so I only have a couple other things to talk about. The Beachbody Tours was like just the top thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about and put out there because they were amazing. But that night we actually went to Rum Runners, which was a restaurant in Cape Coral. I wanted to go there. This was a place that I found on Bring Fido, and they're pet friendly. They had it was right on the water. It looked really, really pretty in the pictures. The menu looked fantastic. And it was a little disappointing. So let me kind of explain. We got there pretty late, like 30-45 minutes before close. There were still tons of people there, and it was a beautiful restaurant. It really, really was. I was not super impressed with the food. I got a seafood pot pie, so it was like chicken pot pie with seafood. And I don't know, it just wasn't exactly what I imagined it was going to be, so I was kind of disappointed in the food anyway. The water that we were on was it was stagnant, so there was not a lot of movement. There weren't a lot of boats coming through. It was just stagnant water, which meant a lot of bugs, like a lot of bugs, you guys. When we got our food, it was just like they swarmed. It was like mosquitoes everywhere. I left, and we all had bug bites like all up and down our legs. It was crazy. It was beautiful, but personally I would not recommend it if you have a dog and you're having to sit on the patio. It looked pretty on the inside. We walked through to get to the patio, and it looked nice. I don't know, I just was not super impressed with it. They didn't really do anything for Mako. They didn't give him water or anything, which was kind of a bummer. I mean, I always have water for him, but it's always nice when you sit down at a restaurant. A lot of the times places will bring you like an ice water, like a bowl of ice water for your dog, especially like in Florida where it's really, really hot and humid. And you could tell he was hot. Like, he was sitting, and I even bring him in a stroller, so he has his own space. He's not on the ground or anything. But you could tell he was really hot. He was just panting. And I don't know, I would just think that maybe if you were advertised as pet friendly, just being a little bit more pet friendly. I don't know. Personally, I would not go back. But you can always try maybe sitting on the inside and maybe not get the seafood pot pie. Okay, so we wanted to go out to eat on our last night, and we were looking for places, and I was looking in Cape Coral, and I was like, man, there's just really not that many places around here that are pet friendly. Like, I kind of wanted to be on the water, hopefully not get eaten by bugs, and it was Saturday night was our last night, and so I wanted to go somewhere have fun. And I found this place called Nellies, and this is in Fort Myers Beach, and it was about a 40-minute drive from where we were staying. But we all just kind of decided it would be worth it. So we got in the car, drove to Nellies, and we were so impressed. So it is about a 40-minute drive if you're staying in Cape Coral. And actually, when we went into Fort Myers Beach, we were all talking, and we were like, yeah, if we were to come back here, I would definitely stay in the Fort Myers Beach area. There was just a lot more happening. So Cape Coral is more like inner Florida. There's not really a lot of like beach action like around Cape Coral. It's very much like an established kind of like neighborhoody feel. And so we really liked Fort Myers Beach. It reminded me a lot of really like any downtown area on like a Saturday night. There were a lot of people, which probably wasn't great, but we did have masks, so it was fine. There were a lot of people down there. Nervous Nellies was great though. They kept us super separated from other people. We weren't really close. We got to Nervous Nellies and there was about a 45-minute wait. Of course, Saturday night, also the social distancing practices that places were having to put into place. So we were like totally fine with it. We were like, yeah, 45 minutes, like we drove all the way here, we'll just walk around. There were like some cute little shops. And so we got the text and it was time for us to come eat. So they put us on the patio and y'all, it was so pretty. I'll see if I can like put some pictures so you can see kind of what we were dealing with. But we were right on the water. It was so awesome. So once we got sat down and, you know, got our drinks and everything, the waitress was so nice, immediately brought Mako a bowl, like a stainless steel bowl of ice water. He loved that. And you guys, Nervous Nellies had a dog menu. It was so cute. I'll put a picture here. I took a picture of Mako and the menu. I had actually fed him dinner before we went, so I didn't get him, like, I think they had like a dog hamburger, a dog hot dog, dog salmon, dog chicken, and then dog ice cream. So I didn't get him like a dinner, but I did get him the ice cream. And I will also put a picture here of him eating his ice cream because it was the cutest thing ever. But it was a really nice place to go. Mako was kind of getting antsy sitting in the stroller, and so while we were waiting for our food, I was able to just like walk him up and down the dock that we were on. And it was just so pretty. And another plus was that there were absolutely no bugs. I did not see a single bug out here. However, I think it had to have been that at Rum Runners, the water was stagnant. There was no movement coming through it. Whereas where we were sitting was like on like a busy, I don't know what you call it, waterway. So like a lot of boats were coming through. There's a lot of movement. And I did not see any bugs. I didn't know if they had like maybe some little bug machine somewhere that we were not seeing, but it was amazing. I really, really appreciated that. I feel like that's important if you're going to have a patio, especially near water. You want to make sure that there's not like a ton of bugs. Of course, when you're outside, like that is just going to happen. Bugs are going to be there. But there are ways to like minimize it. And at Rum Runners, they were not doing anything, you guys. It was awful. But Nervous Nellies was top-notch, amazing. They did have live music, and we were right next to the guy playing. And a lot of the times when you go to restaurants and there is live music, it can be really loud. You can't hear the person, like you can't hear your people that you're talking to at the table. But this music, I don't know what it was about this place. It was just perfect. The music wasn't too loud. It was just good music. The guy had a beautiful voice. He was singing great, playing well, and he even came over at one point and like wanted to pet Mako. Of course, Mako growled and did his thing, like, no, don't touch me. But he was super nice. The staff was amazing. The service was great. I would 100% just go back to Fort Myers Beach just to eat at this restaurant because it was great. And I haven't even talked about the food. And we all got a ton of food. Like, it was amazing. I got a filet mignon and a lobster tail for like $40, and the prices were amazing. The ice cream for Mako was like $2. It was just all around a really, really great experience. So 10 out of 10 for Nervous Nellies. Amazing. If you're going to Cape Coral, do the Beach Buddy tours and eat at Nervous Nellies. Those are the top two things I would say to do in Cape Coral. All right, you guys, so that was everything that we really did. It was just a short trip. We only went for 3 nights, 4 days, and those were really like the big things we did. For the most part, we just kind of stayed at the house, chilled. They had a pool, so we were just kind of swimming and chilling at the house. But those were a couple really awesome things that we did that were pet friendly that I would highly, highly recommend to anybody in the area. I do have a video coming up soon, hopefully, that I'm going to be comparing pet strollers. So I know that a lot of people who watch my videos, it seems like you guys really enjoy like review videos. So I'm going to be doing like a comparison slash review video of two pet strollers that I have. So stay tuned for that if you are interested. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.